I'm coming to you live because I'm having a problem with my videos uploading, and so we're just having to wing it with the live video. The reason I'm coming to you is because the two videos that I uploaded that I'm trying to upload that won't load correctly regarding the reporting that I did in May of 2017 to Rep. Fred Upton with regards to the facts with evidence that children were being court awarded foster homes to people who had been convicted of child abuse and lost their children already due to abuse and neglect. Now, I believe in criminal reform. However, the one particular person that had been awarded children had went to prison for child abuse and had been court ordered to never be around kids again. In fact, I was forced to move out of my home and into my mother's home with two of my children because of it. This man then turned around and caused a situation that caught me into a situation where I caught a head injury and almost died. And then in 2018 was re-injured, and because of that, they tried to blame that on the reason that they took my daughter, which it's not. My neurologist said that there's no significant difference in my head injury from prior to the re-injury versus after. So there was no real cause for them to take my daughter. I went off righteously because these guys lied about their cause to take my daughter, and then turn around and awarded her to people that purposely abused her in my face, and then turn around and let her leave the state without my permission. And in Michigan, that's not supposed to happen. um they denied me Native American benefits when I had the documents verifying that we have Native American heritage enough in order for us to receive the Native American benefits. And then turn around and use that as a reason to let my daughter leave the state. Fred Upton was aware of all of this, and I have issues with him, not just because of that, and the fact that I reported all of this in 2017, and he never did anything about it. He just kept allowing these people to award foster kids to people who had lost their kids to abuse and drug abuse, some of which had obviously continued using drugs. Now, I'm medically allergic to cocaine, aka codeine, which is on my record from way before any of this stuff ever occurred. Yet they continue to knowingly, falsely accuse me of stuff they know I didn't do. It was later found out that they were lying and manipulating evidence in order to give the impression that that was an issue when it really never was. These guys are master manipulators here in Cass County, Michigan. And I have to know that it's running rampant, especially because Rashida Tlaib used to be a social worker, if I'm not mistaken, in Cass County, which is concerning for and should be for everybody, considering her family comes from Pakistan. And most of the kids that have been taken are related to me and are also related to the duels, from the Bible, from the tribe of Gad. And it's documented that the tribe of Gad migrated to America. They're the original Native Americans of this country. So there you go, folks. We've got some serious issues going on. Rashida Tlaib, her family would not want for us as Native Americans to regain our land back. They don't want the land of Gad expanded, which I officially proclaimed in court. And on top of that, we've got an issue with Donald Trump with Ivanka, where her husband is from Jerusalem, his family is, and he is actually related to Mr. Netanyahu, who's, I believe, the prime minister of Jerusalem. So we've got some issues here that aren't being addressed religiously that need to be addressed, along with ethically. I want to know why Fred Upton lied about my case. I don't need a guardian. I never did. How would I need a guardian? And I had 3 power of attorneys. That just doesn't make any sense. They had a person that was supposed to be over my property who, with Me being medically unable, turn around and put me out on the street with a head injury and kept my property and my money. That's fraud. There's no getting around that. But he doesn't want to answer for any of that. Well, there's going to come a time when Fred Upton's going to have to answer, especially when they've reported that there's more people voted in Detroit than actually live there. So it's pretty obvious that they had voter fraud going on in Michigan. When are they going to force these guys to tell the truth? That's the issue. So we've got a lot going on here in Michigan and a lot that needs to be addressed. I'm just putting it out there, the truth, so that everybody can see. I've got the documents. They didn't deny what happened to me. They just wouldn't correct it. That was the issue. There was so much evidence against these guys that they lied. They didn't stop to think that the two main witnesses that were there and know that Mr. Carpenter burnt my daughter with a space heater were right there. And they tried to lie and say it was me when my son kept telling him, and my employment records confirmed that I wasn't there. So here we have a situation where these guys knowingly lied. What are they going to do about that? Because if they don't do something about it with my case, it's going to start happening with everybody. And that's a problem. God bless America. Have a blessed day.